When Dr. Laposata said today on the witness stand that she knew exactly what a spoiler was, well, she's my people. I'm going to tell you, we have definitely been blessed with the golden girls of medical examiners and forensic pathologists, or the two ladies that are the queens, Dr. Marie Russell and Dr. Elizabeth Laposata. I'm going to tell you, I was thrilled today to watch Dr. Laposata handle Hank as he tried to throw her off her game, and just, I can still hear her words ringing. He was not hit by the car. He was not hit by a vehicle. He was not hit. He was not in that accident. But there's something, the moment that she said that when your brainstem goes into your spinal cord, I believe is what she said. I know you'll correct me, and I'm thrilled about that. Seriously, that you're gone within 15 minutes. Is this why the call from Jennifer McCabe was so important at 5:07? That means that if hypothetically now, in my opinion, this means if Officer John O'Keefe was still alive on the front lawn of 34 Fairview Road, then he must have just been put out there, because it was not long until he passed away. He was hanging on. He just was hanging on. Definitely the garage is an issue. What they know about the garage will definitely be something that I know will come out after Karen is acquitted. I do know that the basement is significant. I mean, after all, why would they tear up the floor? It begs to suggest that there's so much more that we don't even know or can surmise, guess, or opine, as they say. But you and I are here together, and I've just got to say, thank you for being my friends. Here we are. We are definitely welcome, everyone. It is June 10th of 2025. It is Tuesday evening. It is day 30 of the Karen Read trial. I'm going to tell you, I knew that the defense would find their footing today, and things will not change tomorrow. Yes, it may get a little tense. Yes, we may see Hank show out a little bit, but it's not going to be anything like it was over the last few days. I'm going to say the last week. I don't know if you've noticed, but those people on the other side of the aisle where the O'Keefes sit sure looked like, well, they lost their lunch money. Didn't it? I'm going to tell you, they sat there and you could see there was defeat on their faces. And if they see that, the jury sees that. Hank knows his case is falling apart right in front of him. The way that Lolly and, well, whoever she is, sits at the prosecution table like they lost their best hunting dog. Well, it's pitiful that it had to come this far. Today I just kept saying, why are we here? Why are we here? But I'll tell you why. Because there's definitely more to come. So, my darlings, it has just poured the rain, and there's a little bird sitting outside this window. And I don't know if you can hear him singing a song, but I'm sure glad that he's there. It's a renewal of faith. Anytime it rains and storms like this, I'm very thankful. because so much happens after this storm and the sun comes up and there's growth, just like in this case, just like in this. So, all right, my darlings, here we are. Lots of people have come to the party. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have the Kipper, we have the Universal Rider-Waite, we have that Art Nouveau Tarot. We got a lot from that. We're going to use that. And then I have my own friend, the Fire Element Cartomancy. Here we go, my darlings. And I'm going to start, and you're going to hear Bilbo in the background singing a little song. Because, well, that's what he does. When Mommy does something important, you know, they sing, but that's okay. And here's something that's important. Now, 3 fell out, and we're going to look at them, but since it's 3, we're going to put them back in. Wow, oh, wow. Now, she is a legal, she represents the legal beagle, and I've always said she represents Auntie Bev. Handout, trying to negotiate, not such a good character energy in how I'm reading it, because what I want to ask is, how far are we going? How are things going to happen? She's pointing to this 9 of Wands, fire element. And it's a wand that pretty much says, pretty much says that things are guarded. Things are guarded. Pretty much says that there's a choice and they've got to stick to it. You see the growth? Because no matter what choice, and I'm talking about the Commonwealth now, because she's looking at them, he's looking at her. This is the card of the defense, the lovers. Now, why are they showing up as a lover? Well, I've got to tell you, the fact that they all love what they're doing, the fact that this is irrefutable, but they are attracted, and it means overcoming trials. Isn't that amazing? Overcoming trials. It's not only beauty and love, but it has that part of it, and it has the legal part of it. And look at this. We talked about this in my last reading, when there's an angel that appears and the wings come off the frame of the card. That means that there's so much more. There's so much more that we've not seen to be revealed. I'm going to say that. To be continued, to be revealed. Now, I don't mean continued trial, and it's not a mistrial. That's not what I mean. To be continued, to finalize, finish, overcome this mountain of the trial that is before us. What's on the bottom of the deck? This 8 of Wands. We've seen this before. The 8 of Wands is a swift information coming swiftly and out of the blue. Number 8. Amazing. You know, I'm going to leave these cards out here because I like the way this started and I like the way this, so let's remember this 8 of Wands. So I want to clarify the Lover's card, please. Let's clarify the Lover's card. Clarifying the Lover's card. Clarifying the Lover's card. Here we are. It's definitely been give or take, and the defense has definitely been the one giving. But you see that scale, balance, the scales of justice, and you see the color of cloak that he is wearing. It is power, actually comfort, but control and love and passion. So even though Obviously, they've been picking their battles. It's amazing. I'm always amazed how these things come out. But it is amazing that that tells us they are going to start receiving. What are they going to start receiving? Well, they received today. Not so much from the judge, definitely not so much from the Commonwealth, but especially, I'm going to say this. I believe in my heart that Nicholas Barrows, Dr. Marie Russell, and Dr. Elizabeth Laposata are my favorite. I think they did better than Arca. I think even though Arca showed up, and I think is it Rentschler? See, okay, I'm going to call it, there's Dr. I think Welcher, Dr. Welcher for the Commonwealth and Dr. Rentschler. I'm going to say Dr. Arca so we can keep them straight. So Dr. Arca, I think, did a good job today. Strong, stoic, knows what he's talking about and won't let Hank throw him a curveball. Hank will be handled. Hank will be handled. Oh, that's amazing. Sorry, sometimes I just get tickled when cards just come out. That's just the way it is. This Hierophant, the season of Taurus, this Hierophant tells us that it's all about an alliance. Look who look who it fell on, the judge. There's an alliance. There's an alliance. Servitude. It can mean that someone associated, and here's the cool thing, okay? We're claiming and we're naming that this gal, the Queen of Swords, double-edged sword, thoughts, communication, air element, we've labeled her the Bev. Now the Bev, who is the legal, but this is amazing to me when a card like this shows up on our subject, which is the legal. And why is that? Well, because it means that who I am asking for and on behalf of, and that is Miss Karen, and the defense has recourse. They have recourse. When she is acquitted, she has recourse. There will be recourse. And I'm going to tell you, you think she's strong now. She's not, even though she's going to take a rest, she's not going to sit back. This is going to be part 2. No, the better version of Karen that we will see. The revised version, the free version. But isn't that amazing? A spiritual card, but it means the person that you're asking about in some way, shape, or form has recourse. Can be able to go back and work things out. Now, this guy landing on this guy. You know, that would remind me more of Lolly than it would Hank. Reason being is because look at his face. That means doing something that you don't want to really do. Guarded, resilient, believing that you don't have too many doors that you can open. And sadly, when you start believing that, you can believe yourself right into the into fruition. Believe it. Amazing. I'm going to tell you. This card, I'm sorry, I was kind of looking at Bilbo. He's standing in front of the water dish meowing. I don't know if he's trying to summon something. Welcome to the house of Zelda. I mean, we have to laugh, right? We have to laugh. Okay, back to this 9. This 9, because you see, all of these are lined up in very orderly fashion. They may be different variations of length, which means different variations of situations, circumstances, can be even problems. Remember, wands are the fire element, but from a divinatory, ooh, that's a big word, even from a divine meaning, it signifies strength and opposition. You're not so strong. You're not so strong. But it also means that if he was in a battle, he's in front of all this happening. And it looks like he's had a bad way. So believe me, the Commonwealth really are feeling the battle scars. Because why? We talked about this before. Everybody's picking their battles. It can mean a suspension or an adjournment. Wow. We have these underlying cards that come out with this underlying meaning. An adjournment. Well, I'm going to tell you, the Commonwealth has rested their case in chief. The defense is about to rest their case in chief, probably by Thursday. I don't think they're going to get to it tomorrow, which I really thought maybe in the afternoon, but no, I think we're going to hear closing arguments maybe Thursday, probably Friday. AJ said today, Monday. Okay, we'll take it. Next week, at this time, we'll have already seen closing arguments and we will be on verdict watch. I still think that this coming weekend is significant. The 14th and the 15th, the 18th is definitely significant. And also, I believe, the 23rd. Definitely before the end of the month, we will know what is happening with Karen. Now, I'm also going to say this. Many of you are concerned, and I understand this. Concerned over the fact that, well, AJ did not call, or the defense did not call Proctor or Higgy. I really have never felt that was a good idea. And I know many of you said, yeah, but Zelda, yeah, but we need to hear. And here's my idea on this. I believe that something is going on in the background. I believe that they either have news of something about to happen, or they were told, look, leave it to us. Leave these characters to us. Don't worry about proving your case. And you know what? This older gentleman that the private investigator met from 34 Fairview, I'll bet you he had a lot to say. He may have even told him, the feds showed up here. And that's probably why Bev wanted to squelch everything and anything that was said. Why they couldn't show the garage is absolutely beyond me. But this devil card is a force to be reckoned with. It ravages. It has extraordinary power. an extraordinary effort. This is all about I'm just trying to listen. This is all about the Commonwealth being addicted to this case. They want to see Karen convicted because and it's not necessarily that they believe that she has done anything. They want to see her convicted because they don't like her. And you know, Karen has given, oh, look what's on the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh, I just picked these cards up. The Hierophant. Recourse is coming. Isn't that amazing when that happens? I think it is. But you know, Karen has given him a lot of dirty looks, and he's deserved it. She's thrown him off his game for a couple of times. Bless her heart. All right, so now I want to qualify this Devil card. I want to qualify the Devil card and this Hierophant. First, we're going to go with the Devil card. Qualify the Devil card for me. Qualify the Devil card. Well, that's the Tower. That's not looking very good when you're on the Devil card, is it? That's that Tower. Oops, pardon me, I dropped something. Okay. The Tower card is all about misery. Definitely misery. Ruin, distress, not building. You know, in court they talk about building a foundation. Well, when you have a foundation that looks like this, and you tried to build upon it, you're going to get a disaster. And that's what's happened. And funny enough, the Devil comes before the Tower. So the Devil is number 15, the Tower is number 16. So should we say that maybe the 15th and the 16th could be significant? Probably so. We may not know it now, but we may. But it's also all about ruin, disgrace, even some deception. I want to point something out. And that is a long time ago when John's energy came to me and we were channeling, I guess you can say, but remote viewing mainly. He talked about biting his tongue. I think that that's in one of my videos, how he bit his tongue. And when that came out today, when Dr. Laposata said that he bit his tongue, that gave me chills. Why? Well, because I know sometimes people question, are those EVPs? Are they really, do we really know that's who we're talking to? Well, it's the same thing with remote viewing. I saw what I saw, but I also know that there are pieces of this puzzle missing. And it's the movie. I mean, I saw a little bit of the movie here and there, but that was it. We're going to qualify this Hierophant. This card that wants to overcome. The Hermit. You know who the Hermit is. Look, it's got that six-sided Star of Solomon. Six-pointed star. That's a pretty card, though, isn't it? It's a Virgo season. And it's also the significator card for Uncle Brian. So I'm going to tell you, there is an undercurrent. Have you ever heard that? don't go into water in a particular place because the undercurrent can pull you in. That's the undercurrent, was 34 Fairview. Let's pull out some Kipper. Make sure that I got, oh, look what's on the bottom of the deck of this one. The courthouse, hello. Amazing. I take them out of their boxes, I put them down, and then I shuffle, I pre-shuffle. So we just need to know how the next few days are going. How are the next few days going? Tomorrow is also a strawberry full moon, distant horizon. This is something that, I mean, I've got to say this. Can you believe we're here? Privileged lady, that is Karen. The community. The community is certainly going to be happy when this is over. A wealthy man. I think that's AJ. I bet he'll be doing closing arguments. And we're going to see. Wealthy can be more than money too, by the way, my darlings. On the bottom of the deck, occupation. So yes, that is, look, 34. Oh my, can't make these things up. All right, my darlings, let's go. We're going to... But I was just so happy, and I thought of the Golden Girls. Thank you for being my friend. I love it. The two women that sat Hank on his ear. Two women that I think we all should aspire. We all should be inspired. We all should look up to them as role models. What can be done? All right, my darlings, this tells a little bit of a story. We're still in the spring. We've got a few days left, so I'm going to say that the verdict will come before summer, obviously. I think I'm okay on the dates. However, the 12th looks like it may be significant as well. But it's all kind of coming between the 12th and the 18th, and then we add on the 23rd. So that's amazing. There's a partnership here. Obviously, I think Karen is going to join. She's going to become an advocate. She's either going to join AJ's law firm. Something is going to go down. She is going to be the next Erin Brockovich, only on a different realm, if you know what I mean. An advocate for those who cannot fight on their own. I can see her raising money for others who cannot afford legal representation. But I can also tell you this. I really believe that she and her family will be getting out of Dodge. That is Meatball Morrissey. No. That is Meatball Morrissey. This is an official person. Would not surprise me if our friends from the DOJ stepped in. I'm going to tell you the undercurrent in this and that I'm picking up is that the defense knows something. And it went so well today. Impress the jury with what it is that they said. Because frankly, if we got Higgy in there, and we got Proctor, we got Brian Albert and Colin and Julie Nagel and all that, it's going to go from a defense to a soap opera. And those jurors may or may not know what we know, and I'm going to say it runs the risk it runs the risk of putting a hole in their case. But I'm going to say this changed, I believe, since Jennifer McCabe was on the stand. And it wouldn't surprise me because, these people all but disappeared. Matt McCabe, Jennifer McCabe. I mean, we see pictures, they're out and about. Carrie Roberts, is she still with the McCabes? But it's almost there was a change in the air. Look for it. I believe it's coming. It was a good day. Look for a pretty good day tomorrow. Hank is going to pull some stuff. Okay. But the jurors cannot get this day out of their mind. And that was Officer John O'Keefe was not hit by Karen's SUV. And it doesn't matter. Thanks so much, my darlings, for watching. Please do me a favor, like, subscribe. I'm probably going to go live on Thursday evening at 7 p.m. I'll see you there. And in the meantime, thanks for being my friend, and I mean it. And I'll see you in court. Free Karen Reid. Bye for now.